Kevin at Juggernaut USA. Today we're going to go through the 2015 to current F-150 fuel tank skid plate. So we got a couple pieces here. There's two main pieces for the skid plate itself. We're going to go ahead and bolt these together before we put it up on the car. We'll go over some hardware that comes with it. It does come with 3 steel mounting brackets. There's 3 flag nuts for mounting those brackets to the frame. There is some 1-inch 3/8 hardware that's fully threaded, and then there's 3 3/8 hardware that's only partially threaded that's 1.5 inches longer, and we'll show where those go when we get it up on the truck. First step here is bolting these together, so we'll go ahead and get that started. It can be helpful if you got like a 2x4 or something like that. This does have a little curvature to it, so just putting something under the front to get it lined up. This tab right here is part of the front of the skid plate. So this bend is the front of the skid plate. This is the back. We want the back half to sit on top of the front half here. So go ahead and line up these bolt holes. Start getting these lined up. We'll have a washer on either side and one of these low profile nylock nuts on each one of these. And the bolts are going to be inserted, as I'm doing now, from the bottom side of the skid. Helps to start with these side ones so you can flip it up on its side. Get these guys going. All right, now that I've got all 8 bolts started by hand, we can go ahead and tighten these. All the 3/8 hardware, both the nut and the head, are going to be a 9/16. Go ahead and tighten these up. There's a little bit of movement between the tolerance on the holes and the bolts, but just get it squared up as best you can. All the mounting locations are slotted, so it's got a little bit of give. All right, skid plate's ready to go, and we'll move on to the mounting brackets. All right, so we're gonna start with the driver's side rear bracket. This is gonna go right behind the leaf spring on the frame rail here. So the kit will come with 3 of these flag nuts. They are made out of steel, but we can bend them a little bit by hand. They're pretty easy and malleable, so we can get them just right. For this driver's side rear bracket on the frame rail here, we're gonna fish this with the threaded part of the flag nut facing up. So we'll insert the flag nut through this hole here. And we'll slide that up until the threads line up with this slotted hole in the frame here. And we'll leave that sitting and we'll grab our bracket. So the driver's rear bracket has two 90-degree bends on it, and this top bend has about a 30-degree angle on it to align with the angle of the frame here. We'll grab our longer 3/8 bolt, the one that's only partially threaded. I've already put some blue Loctite on this. Any of the flag nuts, we're gonna put blue Loctite on the bolt. So this bracket will go right here like that. All right, there's the magic. All right, and we'll just hand thread this so that we can still slide this around, but it's secured in place. And we can move on to the next bracket. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do the passenger rear bracket now. We're gonna reuse this exhaust hanger bolt here. The bracket we're gonna be using for this one is it's got a 45 bend on one side and it's got two bends, so it's got the longer tang on the top side here. This factory bolt is a 10mm socket. We'll go ahead and take this off. Hold on to that bolt. And then we're gonna slide the long end of this bracket up underneath the exhaust mounting bracket there. And sometimes these clip nuts will move a little bit, just got to get that lined up again. We'll thread this bolt back in. Get a couple turns started by hand, make sure it's not cross threading. And we can leave that just like that for now. We'll tighten all the bolts at the end. All right, so now we're gonna move on to the passenger front bracket. So we're gonna use another flag nut here. I believe it's 15 to 21. There's gonna be a large center hole right here. 21 and newer, there's gonna be two side holes that you can insert this flag nut through. We're basically gonna insert it through one of these and get it lined up with this hole here. So we'll put a little bend in it just to help get that lined up. Sometimes this takes a little bit of fishing to get it just right, but we'll get that lined up so that's in the center of that hole. And this is gonna be your last bracket. This one has a 90-degree bend and a 45. And I've got my longer 3/8 bolt with some blue Loctite on it. And we're gonna go ahead and put that 90-degree bend up on the frame here and thread it. Into the flag nut. Got to be a little gentle to get the threads started. And again, once you do, you don't have to hold that flag nut at all, and we'll just, like the others, get this hand tight. And those are all the three brackets we're going to install. With those loosely bolted in, we're ready to put the skid plate in place. All right, so the last piece after we've installed our three steel brackets is there's one more flag nut that we're gonna insert through this hole here and align with this hole. The skid plate is gonna directly bolt to the frame rail here. This one's gonna need a decent amount of bend, so we'll go ahead and bend that. something like that. And we will insert this down through here. Looks like that needs just a little bit more bend. Just add a bit more to that. These things are pretty easy to manipulate here. Once that's lined up, just like that, we're ready to go. We got our brackets installed and our flag nut for the driver's front, and we can go ahead and put the skid plate on now. All right, so the skid plate's pretty long, so I got my helper mat. If you're doing it on the ground, you can balance this on a jack. It's honestly probably a little easier than trying to do it with 2 people, but basically I'll have him get that passenger rear bracket started, and that is all right, and that's the short 1-inch fully threaded 3/8 bolt with a washer on each side and a nylock. And then I've got the last long 3/8 bolt with some blue Loctite on it. And we're just gonna line it up with that flag nut we did in the last step here.
Doing great, Kevin. The world believes in you.
All right. Just get that hand tight. We can do the other 2 brackets and then we'll tighten everything up. All right, so we're gonna do the passenger side front bracket. And basically we'll line up this bracket. Got the bolt and washer here. And then we will get the washer and nut on the back side. All right, that one's good. And then I'll grab another bolt for this last bracket here. All right, so we're on our last bracket here, and it's gonna be the final short 3/8 bolt with the washer. Get this lined up. So now that we got all the bolts hand tight, we're gonna go around and tighten everything. Torque spec on this is 35 foot-pounds. And get started. All right, and with that, the skid plate install is complete, and we're ready to go.